Are we rolling?
Yes.
Now, this is the last time I'm going to tell you this. Don't worry about rolling. There's no film in there. It doesn't cost anything. So when we start to do something, just turn the camera on and leave it on. You might turn out to be the luckiest person in the world. I could croak. I could fall over dead right here on camera, and you could get $1 million for being the only person who ever saw a celebrity die. And you can sell it to the world. Now, the reason we're doing this is because I did In Cold Blood, and it was considered a world-class picture. Like I said, people are not going to be able to see it because, well, we'll get to that later. So I did In Cold Blood, and then I was set to do a movie called Bridge at Remagen, and I had to go to Europe for it. And I didn't like the script, and I didn't want to go, and the kids were little, and I'd just been gone on In Cold Blood for 3 or 4 months. So I heard about this picture, Willie Boy, and I said, I'm getting that part. I don't care what it takes. If I have to get somebody in a stranglehold, I'm doing that part. Now, the man who already had the part was Robert, what's his name? Beautiful guy, he just died. Forrester, Robert Forrester. Very sweet man. But he was tall, handsome, had a great looking face. I mean, he could have gone ahead and had a Robert Redford career. And so Abraham Polanski, the director, had hired him to play Willie Boy. And I said, this ain't going to happen. So I went and I got a meeting with Abraham Polanski. And Abraham had kind of a funny way of talking. It was sort of New York. It was sort of East Side. It was sort of Hebraic. It was sort of this. And he talked to me for a long time. He said, well, you would have been okay, but, I've already got a guy cast, and I'm sorry. So that's all there is to it. I have to go to lunch. Well, fortunately, he went to lunch. And I got on the phone, and I dialed Lou Wasserman's office. Hello? Yeah, this is Abraham Polanski. I want to talk to Lou Wasserman for a minute. I don't care what he's doing. Just get him on the... I need to talk to Lou Wasserman for a minute. Lou, I have a fellow down here in my office that did In Cold Blood. He's an awfully good actor, and I think maybe we're going to have to pay off Robert Forrester. Oh, we don't have the contract yet? He hasn't signed the contract yet? All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Robert Blake up there, and I think he should play the part. So when he gets up there, I hope you'll have a real good, positive meeting. Okay, Lou? Thanks. This is Polanski. I'm checking out. Thank you. So I go up to Lou Wasserman's office, and Wasserman introduces himself. Mr. Blake, Abraham Polanski thinks you're a pretty good actor. I saw In Cold Blood. I saw a screening of it, and it was a very, 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 very good picture. But what makes you think you can play Willie Boy? So, of course, I got up and I got into Willie Boy character immediately. Now, Willie Boy was an Indian, and he had never adjusted to the fact that he should be on a reservation or any of those things. So he was a very cocky, kind of snot-nosed guy who would punch you in the face quicker than look at you. And I stayed in Lou Wasserman's office until he finally agreed that I was going to do the part. it gets a little tricky because after lunch, he calls Abe Polanski and says, Abe, I agree with you. And Abe says, what do you agree with me about, Lou? And Lou said, I think Robert Blake should play the part. And I'll take the responsibility of getting Robert Forster off. We'll give him another movie. We'll do something with him. And we'll go ahead with Robert Blake. And Polanski said something that made Lou feel they were all in friendly conclave and that I was going to play the part. Anyway, that's how I got Willie Boy. It turned out that it was a good move because Ben Gazzara replaced me in Bridget Remagen, and it was a pretty bad movie. It was not a great script, but I needed money. I was broke. I was in debt from doing those other pictures for peanuts. So I did Willie Boy, and that's how I got that part.